Hello dear students, today we are going to discuss topic female reproductive system under chapter human reproduction of class 12. Students, in previous class I already explained the male reproductive system and what are different part present in the male reproduction, how male gamete form and how they are transferred. Same as like in case of female, a female reproductive system found. Female reproductive systems have different part, like you can say they having uterus, ovaries and fallopian tubes, different part of fallopian tubes, and how the uterine wall divided into the different part, like you can say the inner lining, outer lining and inner meso and outer. It is outer is called perimetrium. Outer is called perimetrium. Middle zone of the uterus is called myometrium, and innermost layer is called, here myometrium or mesometrium is also called, and inner layer of the uterus is called endometrium. This all together form uterine wall. What they form? Uterine wall. And you know, from the external side of the wall attached with by a ligament to form ovary, and ovary supplies, inside the ovary supply the blood vessels from the uterus. Here the ovary having gametes, that is not gametes, they have in ovary present some oogonia, as like in spermatogonia. Here oogonia are found, and oogonia divide by meiotic division to form a primary oocyte, secondary, tertiary oocyte, then maturing follicle, and then Graafian follicle. Graafian follicle release their egg, and again Graafian follicle converted into the corpus luteum, and egg released into the fimbriae in infundibulum. It is a broader base which carry the female gamete, and this female gamete passes through the fallopian tubes. Now students, this is the different part and how they are classified. This zone, upper bulging part, is called uterine fundus zone. Now students, let us discuss about the how male reproductive system is different from female. You know that in we have already learned about in male the male gamete formation site is testis, that present outside of the body, but inside the female both ovaries that present in the abdominal zone, and this all the part including fallopian tubes and all uterus including ovary, they are present inside our, especially in female abdominal zone. Abdominal zone present just below the thoracic zone. In this zone some other parts of the body such as like intestinal parts as well as kidney, livers and all things are present in the abdominal zones. Now this is the all part of the ovary and all part of the female reproductive system. Here you can see this is the structure of fallopian tubes. The structure of fallopian tubes divided into the three main part: infundibulum, ampulla and isthmus. Infundibulum is the anterior region of the fallopian tubes, which are broader, which help in the carrying of the female gamete that release from the ovary. Now this is a fimbriae, this is a flap that having perform function of carrying of the female gamete, enter into the infundibulum. Now from the infundibulum they are passes through the ampullae and isthmic junction. This is the point where the ampullae isthmic junction forms, where the male gamete is reaches there and fertilized to form zygote. In the ampullary isthmic junctions. Now this fertilized zygote undergoes some division to form single cell to two cell to 4 to 8 and form a stage. It's called blastocyst. It is a blastocyst stage, generally 8 cell stage. They are enter into the uterus and implant through the uterine wall, implant to the uterine wall. Here uterus having differentiated into 3 wall, endometrium and myometrium, perimetrium. Perimetrium is outermost wall layer, it is a peripheral layer, and myometrium is a middle layer, as well as endometrium is the inner layer. Here the inside the endometrium, the periodic due to periodic menstruations, it excoriate means it fall down by excoriation and form new tissues again in each month. They are found in this case. Now in second case, this is sometimes the fertilized zygote to blastocyst implant into the fallopian tubes, and after implantation in fallopian tube, this type of pregnancy that bear female is called ectopic pregnancy. What they call? They call ectopic pregnancy. This is a abnormal phenomena. This is not this is a very rare. This is a very rare phenomena where the fertilized zygote implanted into the fallopian tube, it result many disadvantages, and it is abnormalities in which the fallopian tubes is blocked, as well as they causes some due to increasing the size of the fetus, it causes some pressure on the fallopian tubes, and this will be the fatal for both mother as well as fetus. Students, the gamete at the time of copulation or at the time of coitus that release inside the anterior portion of the cervix, and it is a female genital opening, and it is passes through this cervical canal. This is a cervical canal, and through the cervical canal, the vigorous and movable sperms are passes into the uterus and reaches to the fallopian tube up to the ampullary ischemic junctions. Now students, let us understand the structure of ovary, and then after I will discuss about the how female gamete are formed inside the ovary. Now this is a ovary that attached to the uterine wall. This is the ovary, and at the time of formation, at the time of fetus development, ovary is designed and a number of spermatogonia form by the meiotic first at the time of fetal development. Means how many egg a female going to produce in their life is fixed. It is fixed. Here in case of female, some conditions are observed, is called menarche and menopause conditions. You know, it called menarche and menopause condition. What is a menarche condition? When the what is a menarche condition? Menarche condition are those conditions where female start ovulation, and menopause conditions when the female going to cease their ovulation. This is called menopause conditions. Menarche condition initial at the age of 12 to 13 year, and menopause occur 45 to 15 year age. This is a fix, and in each year about a female release about 12 egg, and on this if you count the number of years by which the female is going to produce egg, you can calculate, then you find about 300 egg release in the whole life of the females. This is a fix, but in case of male, the male individuals per ejaculations they release more than 3 millions of sperms in definite ml of the sperms, and in case of female this is totally different, and male release their male gamete up to the old age. This is a two basic difference. Here oogonia, this is a oogonia that help in the formation of female gamete. Oogonia first develop into the primordial follicle. You can say this is a oogonia, you can say another word is a primordial follicle, undergoes second meiotic division. Primordial follicle undergoes second meiotic division, and then form a second egg and second polar nuclei. Now this is called developing follicle, and developing follicle further change into the maturing follicle. It undergoes maturation. it undergoes maturation. This is called maturing follicle. Maturing follicle, and now this mature follicle again converted into the multi-layered covered egg containing structures is called, it is called Graafian follicle. It is a Graafian follicle, and Graafian follicle have a egg that release at the time of ovulation. When ovulation occur? At the duration of after menstruation, it occur between 12 to 18 days after menstruation. This is a period of ovulation, where in this time the process of ovulation occur. Now the female gamete are released outside, and remaining cell of the Graafian follicle present in the uterus. This Graafian follicle further converted into the another structures. This structures is called corpus luteum. This structure is called corpus luteum, and now corpus luteum is further converted into the another smaller structure is called corpus albicans. Now this overall structure are seen in case of egg development, egg formation, and different developmental phenomena observed in this case. Now students, after ovulation, this ovum further released into the primary region, into the infundibulum, because this is an infundibulum, look like this, and egg directly released into the infundibulum, and from the infundibulum we start passing to the ampullary isthmic junction. This is the ovulation and passing of the ovum. Now after ovulation, the Graafian follicle convert into the corpus luteum. One question is arise from this: what is the basic difference between Graafian follicle and corpus luteum? Is any physiological difference found in this? Of course, it having some physiological differences. Like in Graafian follicle, egg are present before ovulation. In corpus luteum, egg are not present. Graafian follicle is initial stage of producing egg. Here, after formation, corpus luteum takes place after releasing of the egg. Corpus luteum release a hormone called progesterone, which maintained throughout the gestation period up to the gestation period, means if the zygote going to fertilize to egg is going to fertilize to form a zygote, and zygote develop to form embryo here, and then it is developed into the fetus. In this case, the corpus luteum persists up to till the birth of the child. It means at that duration the corpus luteum release the progesterones, and this progesterone maintain the hormonal level there. Due to this, another egg is not produced in this case. Now if the releasing egg is not going to fertilize and again comes outside from the uterine wall, comes outside from the uterus by the excoriation of the wall in the form of excoriation, by which the wall degraded and comes outside in the form of bloods, and through which the ovum comes outside from the bodies. And in the same situations, the corpus luteum is not formed in that case. Means corpus luteum formation is only depend upon is pregnancy conceived or not. If pregnancy conceived, then corpus luteum persists throughout the gestation period. If the pregnancy is not persist, then the corpus luteum degraded just after the releasing of the egg outside of the bodies. This one is a total phenomena. Now in that case, again another oogonia start producing. This is a periodic cycle found throughout the year in case of females. Students, here beside this many other questions are arise. What is a ectopic pregnancy? What is a abnormal pregnancy, normal pregnancy? What is the difference between corpus luteum, Graafian follicles? How the oogonia develop, and how this different mutation is oogonia formation in case of female is the longest meiotic divisions. Of course, it is the longest because first meiotic division occur at the time of fetal stage, and the late second mitotic division found occur in the late stage during 12, 13, 14 means 12 to 45 year old. This type of duration gap is found in case of meiotic division in case of female. This is the very interesting part of the related to the female reproductive system. Now, students, which type of hormone released in case of females? Two type of hormone is called progesterone as well as what? Another hormone in case of female? Estrogen as well as progesterone. Now, I am not going to tell the physiology of hormone because it is discussed in next at the time of gamete formation as well as next. Here some of the important part also given in cervical canal. What is a cervical canal? What is a mother womb? Womb is also known as a uterus. What is a mons pubis? What is a labia majora, labia minora, hymen, clitoris? Hymen is one of the important parts of the female reproductive part. Presence of hymen, it is told by some of the person that hymen indicate the virginity, but it is not indicate the virginity in case of female because hymen can be ruptured or fall, or you can see torn by different event like horse riding, cycling, and in some cases in runnings. But somehow in case of some females it persists after first coitus. It may be persist many times. It is persist long time in case of females, but in some cases in female it is just torn or fall by the some other events like horse riding, cycling as well as racing in case. Now, another topic, what is a mammary gland? What mammary glands found and which type of mammary gland? How many mammary gland present in case of females? A pair of mammary gland generally. Each mammary gland having 15 to 20 lobes, and each lobe having elevuli, and elevuli directly joined with the canal where the formation of milk takes place and store in them in elevuli, and at the time of milk feeding to the birth young ones, it discharge through the canal of the mammary gland. I am not going to draw the pictures of that because it is given in NCERT. You can take help of the book, and with the help of book you can draw 2-3 times. You may learn every part of the mammary gland and how each part is related to this and what is their functions. It is best described in other reference and side books, you can say. It is also described detail inside the NCERT with well neat and clean diagram. Now, students, in next class, I already explained this topic by Zoom. You already seen today. Now, next topic will be the gametogenesis. How the gametogenesis differ in both cases, in male as well as in female. In both cases, the process of gametogenesis is a unique phenomena. How the male producing from single spermatogonia into the 4 male gamete, as well as a single oogonia in case of female from single egg only. This is a very interesting and very important topic of gametogenesis. Thank you, students.